Hello, 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 hello. We are live. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I hope you can hear me. I hope my voice is loud and my mic is audible enough. Good evening, everyone. Chido Prince, good evening. Choma Inspires, Sis is here. So great to catch this live again. Yes, I know, right? I am so excited and super happy to be here. If you are on, please drop a comment. Let me see that you are watching. 4 persons are watching. Please drop a comment. I am so sorry for coming this late. Imagine saying that we're going to start by 9 p.m. and I came 10 minutes late, almost 10 minutes late. I was unavoidably late. I experienced some technical glitches. That is why I came late. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting. I know you've been waiting for this conversation for how long? Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's so good to have you here. So good to have you. Good evening, Besting. Yeah, good evening, Besting. Good evening, Clever Chidera. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining and for always showing up for this conversation. Tonight, we have a gist. I think I would call this a gist. If you're ready, type I am ready with a fire emoji in the comments. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get your friends to join, get your people, your village people, your exes, everyone that needs to be here. Get them all to join because it's going to be epic, like I said. It's going to be epic. Chido Prince says, I'm ready for tonight. I know, I'm ready for tonight too. Abiola Shita says, good evening, Ma. It's another wonderful Thursday, isn't it? Isn't it? I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope your day was beautiful and bright like mine. Yeah. I am so pumped for this conversation. Goodness. All right, take the link, copy the link to the conversation, and exit the live chat, copy the link, and share with your friends. All right, share with your friends, share with everyone that needs to be here. Let them know that we are live. All right, let everyone know that we are live. We start this conversation proper in uh okay 5 seconds. We start once it is 3 minutes. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Honest Conversations with Chinaza Favour, where we talk about everything life, everything faith, everything wholesome living, personal development, just having conversations. I mean, honest, not just conversations, having honest conversations around topics that border on life, right? Life in general, just having conversations that make you a wholesome individual. All right, let me sip from my Honest Conversations mug. Do you spot our hoodie? Honest Conversations with Chin as a favor. Yeah, yeah. And did you say that we've upgraded to Honest Conversations logo? So we're no longer using StreamYard, the free plan of StreamYard. We have upgraded. So Honest Conversations logo will always be up there every time we have a conversation. So tonight we are discussing a wonderful topic. What is in your shopping basket? What is in your shopping basket? Anya Vanessa, I see that you are ready. Good evening. Clever Chidera is ready. Abiodun Oyindamola is ready. All right, give me a second, please. Welcome back. Welcome. Okay, I should said myself welcome back. I'm telling you welcome back. Okay. So tonight we'll be discussing what is in your basket. Favor Chidi, I see that you're watching. Good evening. It's great to have you here. Sister Faith is here. Good evening, sis. Good evening. So we'll be discussing what is in your shopping basket, right? What is in your shopping basket? So the topic for tonight is the shopping basket analogy. Yeah, what is in your shopping basket? I am pumped. I am pumped. So to begin this conversation, this is what inspired this topic. This was what happened to me that made me to decide to have this conversation with you, right? So one day I was at the mall. I know you like gist, so get your bottle of wine and the glass cup and sip as we gist, all right? Let me sip before I start the story. This one is real aproko. Choma Inspires is ready. I'm ready too. So this was what happened that inspired this topic. All right. So one day I was at the mall and I had my basket. I was picking up things. So when I got to the checkout session, I stood there with a full basket, right? Then all of a sudden a young lady came behind me and stood, right? Quit, of course, we're on a queue. So she stood behind me. From standing behind me, she stood beside me. And then she would look at my cart, my basket. Americans call it cart, right? She would look at my basket, look at hers. The things that were in her basket were smaller than the things that were in my basket. So she would look at my basket and look at us, look at my basket and look at hers. She did this for some time for me to be able to notice what she was doing. I'm not sure she knew it was that obvious, but I noticed what she was doing. So I looked at her and then I wanted to smile, but then I discovered what she was doing. She was weighing the content in my basket or the content of my basket with that of hers, right? She was trying to figure out which basket has weightier contents. And when she saw that what I had in my basket was bigger and, of course, more expensive, she became kind of insecure that she didn't have enough. I could see that on her face. She became so insecure that she didn't have enough things in her basket. But here is what she did not understand. I wish I could tell her then, but I didn't because I felt it would be intrusion, right? It was not verbally communicated, so I can't just tell her that. What she did not understand was that she bought what she needed. I bought what I needed. We are coming from different places. We are coming from different places with different needs, right? And so she came with her own needs, with her own list. And what was contained in her own basket was what she needed. And what was contained in my own basket was what I needed from home. Right? So I just came to the mall and went straight to get what I needed. So there was no point for me to compare what I had, what was in my basket with what was in someone else's basket, because I understand that we come from different places. So while I was just ruminating on that, it occurred to me that this is what happens in life. We all come from different places, but then we feel kind of insecure when other people's baskets seem to be fuller than ours. Or we become arrogant when we feel like our baskets are fuller than that of others. We become prideful. We think that we've arrived when we feel like what we have is bigger than what another person has. And we forget that what you have is what you need for your current journey, for your life's journey. What the other person has is what the other person needs for his or her life's journey. Is this making sense? If it's making sense to anybody, type making sense. Type making sense. Making sense. Let me see that in your comments. Let me see that in the comments. Type making sense. So, using that analogy, let's bring it to life. Okay? Let's see how we might have been making the same mistake. So, you come to life and you are on a shopping spree. You are on a shopping spree. You can take whatever you want. So let's say you're giving um, a gift card to buy whatever, to pick whatever you want from this mall. So you are giving a gift card to shop whatever you want in this mall of life, right? And you, as the shopper, you have your own needs. You have your unique experiences. You have your destination. You know where you're going to. And you know what you need for your journey. So you come to this marketplace, to this mall, and you start picking the things that you need. You start buying the courses that you need. You start acquiring the skills that you need for your current journey, for your life's journey. But along the line, you started seeing that someone else has a bigger skill set. You started seeing that someone else has bigger results. You started seeing that someone else has something more than you do. And if you look well, okay, before then, you're beginning to feel inferior. You're beginning to feel like you don't have enough. You're beginning to feel like my basket is not full enough. You're beginning to feel like your skill set is not enough to get you to where you are going to or where you need to get to. Now, there is a place for that, and I'm coming to that. But for your current journey, what you have in your basket is what you need. You have to be conscious of what you need for your journey so that you don't get confused when you get to the mall, when you come for this shopping spree. Especially in this world of social media, I mean, everybody is shopping, everyone is buying courses, everybody is purchasing courses, everybody is buying books and reading books. But the question is, those books in your basket, do you need them for your journey? Do you really need them for your journey? Those courses you are buying, why are you buying them? Is it because other people are buying them, or because you want to feel among, because you don't want to be left behind? The truth is, you have to be sure. Social media especially can be really, really confusing if you don't know what you want. If you don't know what you want, you are on a shopping spree. You can take whatever you want into your basket. You can pick anything you want from the shelves into your basket. You can pick any kind of advice. You can pick any kind of counseling. You can buy any kind of book, purchase any kind of courses. You can pay for any kind of membership. You can pay to be in any circle. So many people are going for mentorship. Many people want to be mentored by this person, and you see yourself trying to be part of that group too. Meanwhile, that mentor has nothing to do with where you're going. That person you want to be part of his or her circle has nothing to do with where you are going. But because maybe the people in your circle or your friends are trooping into his or her circle, you want to also join. Now, going back also to the story I told you before, that lady that was feeling insecure that my basket was fuller than hers. Truth is, there's every chance that if we switch baskets, what I have in my basket will be useless for her. Will be useless to her, and what she has in her basket, I will have no need for them. There are chances that I would have no single need for what she has in her basket, and what she was jealous of or insecure of about my basket would be of no use and benefit to her because she does not have need of it. She has no need for it. So you see yourself purchasing, acquiring skills. You see yourself purchasing courses. You see yourself paying for things that you have no need for your current journey. You are on a shopping spree. Let what you have in your shopping basket be what you need. Now, there's a place for inspiration, all right? When people message me and say, "Ma, you inspire me so much. I want to be like you when I grow up." What they actually mean is not that I inspire them, is that I'm worthy of their copy. They want to copy me, not like I inspire them. If you question that inspiration they claim that I have or that they get from me, it is actually that they want to be like me. It is actually that they want to be me. They want to be the second Chinaza Favour. And that is very, very daunting. That is very, very bad for anyone. Yeah. You cannot want what you don't need. I mean, how do you do it? How do you purchase courses on finance when your path is on, let's say, wellness or on fitness? You don't need that book on finance for your current journey, but because many people are talking about that book, you feel, okay, let me buy and keep. Let me buy. And you buy it, you don't use it because you don't need it. There's something that I have resolved this new year. Yeah, every day that I wake up is my new year. There's something that I resolved. There was something I put out in the beginning of the year. I said, this is the time for course creators to push their content, their products. This is the time for authors to make you see the need to buy their courses. And this is the time when people will start making resolutions about where they want to get to. And you might see yourself, you might be caught up in that noise. You might see yourself resolving or taking up someone else's resolution because every other person is talking about it. You might see yourself buying books because every other person is buying it. You might see yourself paying for membership. So, in the beginning of this year, I paid for a membership. I enrolled for a 3 month membership. I paid heavily for that. But till today, I did not use that membership. It was when it expired that I looked at myself. I said, "Chinaza, what did you what exactly is your problem? Why did you even pay for this? I thought I needed it, but I didn't." Why? Because many people were talking about that membership. Many people that I find very valuable were talking about that membership. So I felt, okay, let me be part of it. So I took that product off the shelf into my shopping basket, even when I had no need for it. And when you acquire things that are not relevant for your journey, you are wasting time. You are wasting time when you do things, when you try to be in circles where you are not needed or in circles that are not relevant for where you are right now or where you need to be. Am I making sense? If I am, please drop the fire emoji there. Drop the fire emoji in the comments. You are shopping. You are a shopper. And it's tempting. Now, here is where it's okay to compare your cart or your basket or the contents of your basket with that of another person. If you come to the mall, I have also had this experience too. I had my list, right? I went to the mall. I came to the mall. I see your fire emojis. Thank you very much. It's making sense. Brother Wilson, I see that you're here. Thanks for joining. So, I have come to the mall, and when I saw someone purchase a thing or pick something up from the shelf, I remember that I actually had need for this. Oh, okay. Actually, I forgot to even write this. Thank you. There are places or there are times that these can make sense. So you're on social media, maybe you want to grow, you already know what you need to do to grow. But there are some things that you didn't know that you needed. There were some tools that you didn't think that you needed until someone else used it and talked about it. That those times it's okay to take that product and put into your own shopping basket because you need it. That is where inspiration comes in. You see, maybe you're not really so sure what you want to do, and then you see someone else doing that thing, and you feel very drawn to what they are doing. It's not like you want to copy them, it's not like you want to imitate them or duplicate or be their duplicate. You just see that, okay, this is another way that I can show up. This is another way that I can express myself. I didn't even think I could do this. I didn't even think it was possible for me to do this. Now, I have also been inspired by the work of many people, right? When I envision some things and I'm not sure whether it's going to work, and then I see someone else do it, I'm inspired to take that and run with it. I'm inspired to take that and put it into my shopping basket because I need it. I've seen that it is possible for me to do this. I'm trying to use this analogy to bring to life to our everyday living how this can be applied and how we have been making mistakes. What do you have in your arsenal? What weapon do you have in your arsenal that you're not using? So let's say you are a general and I'm huge on Korean movies. I don't know if I have any Korean movies fan. The Korean drama, the ancient drama. So I like watching their military and royal dramas. Now, there are some instances where the general would need to use certain weapons. Oh, Brother Wilson is a fan. Okay, good to know. So, there are instances where the general will need to use certain weapons, right? Oh, Choma Express is a K-drama fan. You see why I love you. You see why I love you. So there are times when the general would need to go to war. Sorry. And it's a particular kind of weapon that he would need to use. He would not need to go to war with every single weapon that he has, or he won't even need to if he is a skilled swordsman, or if he's a skilled archer. Is it archer or archer? He would not need to use another weapon that he's not good at or good with. He would need to use the weapon that he is most comfortable and with and is more efficient for him. You don't want to use tools that are not necessary for you, tools that you are not trained for, just because someone else is using it. That is a very, very wrong thing to do. You see someone else using a sword, and you know that you're a very good archer. I mean, you can use bow and arrow, and you are tempted to use sword. If you try that, your head on the floor. But if you focus on your strengths, if you focus on what you can do and harness that skill, you're going to see where it's going to take you. But unfortunately, my generation, we like to copy. There's something that I have been ruminating on the past week. We we are easily inspired because when I say we are easily impressed because we are not good thinkers. We don't like to think for ourselves, so we seek inspiration from so many places. I don't know if this makes sense to anybody. I'm even still trying to chew it and digest it very well. we are easily we are quick to seek advice and seek counsel. We are quick to be inspired by the works of others because we've not even spent time with ourselves. We don't even know what we want. We don't even know what we need for our journey. So another person's bag or content seem like it for us. When you don't know your destination, every stop looks like it. When you don't know what your destination looks like, every bus stop looks like it. So you can alight at any point without getting to where you need to get to. You are a shopper in this life, in this shopping spree. You are the shopper. You have your basket. Your basket is supposed to contain your skill set. It's supposed to contain what you need for your journey. But you are taking what is needed for another man's journey. You are trying to apply a right formula on the wrong question. It's not like that skill you're acquiring is bad in itself. No, you just don't need it. This is why it is important for you to know what you're here for you to know what you're on social media for. Because if you don't know, social media will give you a reason to be online. And in a world where everyone is a coach, everybody wants to be a coach. Everybody wants to be a coach. Everybody wants to be a mentor. Everybody wants to be seen as high and celebrated and revered. Everybody wants to be big and blow. But there are several ways to blow. What is your own unique way of blowing? That was funny. What is your own unique way of getting attention that you need? My way of doing that might differ from your way of doing that. My way of doing things can differ, should actually differ, because we are headed different places. We have different destinations. So I think it is time for you to actually take a look at your arsenal. You have to take a look at your shopping basket and look at the things that you need. Oh my goodness, now this is what I need to talk about also. So for some of us, our shopping baskets are full. Very, very full. But if you actually take a look, you see that what you need inside that basket is just one or two things. However, your basket is full and it's heavy and you're just carrying it on you're struggling to even walk. To you now, your basket is full. To you, you're productive, you're busy. You're busy, but you're not productive. So it is time to take a look at your basket. It is time to take a look at the content of your shopping basket and see what is there, what needs to remain, what needs to go, so that you can make space for what you actually need. So there is something that I resolved. I was going to talk about this before and it escaped my mind. There's something that I resolved recently. I'm not going to read another book until I'm done implementing what I learned from a previous book. I'm not going to. And I intend to write an article on this. Many of us, we have goals. We have how many books we want to read in a year, in a month. So many people even say, oh, I read 3 books in a week. I read 10 books in a month. Bravo, that's 120 books in a year. But the question now is, what have you learned from the books and which of them are you implementing? You don't need 100 books. You don't need 100 articles. You don't need 100 courses. You just need to implement the right lessons. Your basket doesn't have to be filled with junks. It doesn't have to be filled with unnecessary materials, unnecessary information. You have to be sure that what you have in your basket is what you need. You have to be sure that the books that you're reading are the books that are relevant to your journey. You have to be sure that the information you're consuming are the informations that you need for where you are going. Don't be caught in the trap of consuming so much. Don't be information junkie. Instead, be addicted to implementation. Be addicted to implementing what you've learned. So I've read a couple of books this year, and it is clear to me that I need to go and read them again, because I was trying to finish books. I was trying to complete them. I actually learned some lessons, but I did not apply or implement anyone. And then it made me to feel very, very stagnant, because I feel like I'm busy. I feel like I'm doing something, and I'm not doing anything because I was not productive. My reading was not productive. Many of you are buying courses upon courses upon courses, but you need only one, the right course, to launch you to where you are going to where you need to be. You're just getting your basket filled with so many things, so many information, so many materials. And then you take a look at that basket, you see that you actually don't even need anything in that basket. Where are you going? Where do you need to be? What do you need for your journey? What do you need for your journey? What do you need for your journey? What are the tools? What is that information that you need? Where can you find that information? Go and get it. Read it, digest it, assimilate it, and implement. Favour Chidi, you're not the only one on this table. All of us are on this table. But I hope we do better. You attend several events. You are seen at every event in town. But you have nothing to show for all of them. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Your basket is full, oh, but there is nothing in it. So Lisa Nichols was saying something, and she said, "I want to be sure that I'm in the right room, because having a large number of the wrong people is very frustrating. That you'd rather have just very few number of the right persons." How does that relate to what I'm saying? Having so many wrong information, not wrong, I would say irrelevant information. Having irrelevant information or having irrelevant materials in your basket will weigh you down, because you'll be carrying it feeling that you're doing something, that you have something substantial, that your basket is full. However, you don't need anything. What you need is maybe one or two or three of the right kind of information, of the right materials. That is all you need, and you will see yourself breaking new grounds in your journey, in your career, in your growth process. You think personal development is reading every book that you come across? No, that is not it. You read one book, you extract the lessons from those books, from that book, and you implement, you commit to implementation. When you are done implementing the lessons you've learned from that book, you can move on to the next one. Unless, of course, you're reading storybooks, yeah, novels, fictions generally. You can read as many fictional stories as you can even read 100 a day. That is good. That is 1,200 books. Goodness, is it 1,200 or 102? 100,000, over 100,000 books. You don't want to do that to yourself. You don't want to be unproductively busy. What is in your shopping basket? How are you utilizing this shopping spree that you are on in this life? How are you utilizing that? How are you making the most of the gift and the talent that you have? Are you focused on other people's baskets? Are you focused on other people's skill sets? Because there are different sides to this conversation. Are you focused on other people's baskets, on other people's skill sets? Are you focused on people implementing or people expressing their gifts and their talents, and you're not even able to see that you have something to give too? What is in your shopping basket? What do you have in your hand? It's a question that you need to ask yourself after this conversation, even as it is ongoing. What do you have in your hand? I had to take a look at my life. I had to take a step back, and I'm still back. I'm still on that reflection stage, a very reflective stage. I had to take a step back and look at the things I've been doing. I have been very busy, but not as productive as I would have wanted. So I needed to know exactly what I needed for my journey. I needed to know what I'm here to do. I needed to know what I need to pick up from the shelves in this shopping spree that I'm on. So I needed to do what? Scrutinize my basket, the contents of my basket. And anyone that is not supposed to be there is thrown out. Is thrown out. Is thrown out. Any gold that is not supposed to be there is out. Anything that does not serve my purpose is out. Anything that does not give me peace of mind is out. Anything that does not play a role in where I want to be is out for good. For good. What is in your shopping basket? What? The right materials, the right information, the right memberships, the right inner circles. So many of you want to be financially free, and what you might need is not to learn how to make money immediately. What you might need is to learn how to manage money. But because many people are going to learn how to make money, if you learn how to make money and you don't know how to manage that money, it will be useless. So what do you need? At every point in your life, you're at a stage in your life, and you need to know what you need at that stage. Don't go and consume tomorrow's information today. I mean, don't go and eat the food that is made for tomorrow today. Because if you get to tomorrow, you'll be very hungry. And that food that you ate that was for tomorrow might not even digest well because it was not made for today. Your system has not yet matured enough. You know, kids, babies, there are times when they are given milk and there are times when they are given solids. That time will come when they will be given solids, eba, agbado, cassava, you know. That time will come when they'll be given solid foods. But if you say they're still going to eat solid food, so let me just start giving it to them at few weeks old. Their system, their digestive systems are not mature enough to digest, to process solid foods. So, what information that is for tomorrow are you consuming today? You will choke. You will choke. Because it's not necessary. Like I said, it's not like it is bad in itself or that information is wrong. It might not be necessary for where you are right now. And it might be totally wrong for you. It might be totally off the radar for you. Maybe in a different dimension or in a different place. It might lead you to a completely different path that you have not decided to take up on or to walk. So what is in your basket? What are you picking from the shelves? Are you pressured by people, by the successes of others to do what they are doing? What do you need to do to get to where you need to be? And how exactly do you get there? Ask yourself this question. I don't have much to say tonight, so if you have any question, please start dropping them in the comments Let me have a sip. Cheers. But the Wilson says, not be everything I see for ShopRite I go pick. Exactly. Exactly. And even when I'm sure you've met these kinds of people in malls. You go to the mall and you see people advertising their products, advertising their companies, trying to give you reasons to buy some products. You know you don't need them. So me, I just tell them I don't want it. I don't need it. I have no need for it. And I walk my way. But some persons will be convinced you have no need for it. Oh. But because the marketers have been able to persuade you, they've been able to convince you, you buy what you have no need for. Sometimes they can market what you actually need that you did not know that you need. That is why you have to know where you are going to, so that you can know what you need when you see it, even if you are not so sure what it is. Is this making sense? Again, what is in your shopping basket? Drop your comments, drop your questions if you are finding this valuable. And please, like Fee said last week, take a screenshot of this beauty, and tag me on your stories, on your posts. Let me see them, because we need to get more people to see this, or to join these conversations, right? So what is in your shopping basket? What is in your shopping basket? It is very, very important that you ask this question. But I wish to say I don't. You don't screenshot like 20. Okay, now I trust you. You have to be sure that where you are headed, that you have the right tools for it. You have to be sure that those classes you are taking, that you have need for them. So you don't want to be a writer, but somehow this writing stuff is beginning to choke your eye. Huh? You're a singer and you love singing. Music is your passion. You've been doing it and it's going very well for you. What you actually need for your journey is more coaching, vocal coaching, songwriting coaching, maybe instrument learning classes. But then you come online and you see Chinaza Favour writing. You see Chioma Inspires writing. Hey Jesus, this writing, it seems like there's money in it. My dear, do not be deceived. You may not need it. It's not what you need for your journey. Or Chioma Inspires, she's a spoken word and writing um, and public speaking coach. And I see that this lady is making millions from this. I should start doing this too. It's not what I need for my journey. It's not a path that I can take, because it's not necessary for where I'm going. Yeah. So be careful what you pick. Be careful the inspiration you get. Be careful what you copy online. Be careful who you follow. Be careful the kind of information you expose yourself to. And be sure that they are in alignment with where you are going. Be sure that they are in alignment with your goal. Be sure that the books that you're reading, the songs you're listening to, the movies you are watching, the videos, if you're like me that is a visual learner, if you're like I, that I'm a visual learner, English will be my mate. Kai. So if you're like I, that I'm a visual learner, I spend a lot of time on YouTube, and so I pick what I need. I'm very careful to not to venture into some other kinds of content that are not related or necessary and relevant to where I'm going. So I just focus on what I'm here to do. And then sometimes YouTube would recommend some videos, yeah, to me, and I'll find them really, really impactful, and I might subscribe to that channel or watch more videos on that topic. I didn't even know I needed to watch them, or I didn't even know that they existed. And there are some videos that they'll recommend to me, and I'll be like, I'm not interested. I'll put it there, not interested. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful. You have to be careful what you consume. You have to be careful what you are taking in. You have to be careful what you're putting into your shopping basket, because as a shopper, shopping can be I know that people who are addicted to shopping. Shopping can be addictive. You want to always pick things off the shelf, off the shelf, off the shelf. And for me, if I go to the mall with my ATM card, no, I'm buying even the things that I don't need. Yeah, I might buy things that I already have at home, just so that it will be as if I'm buying something. But I go with cash. I go with how much I need. Maybe just a little bit higher than the budget, just in case I see something that I need that I didn't add to the list. So, so, be careful. I ask again, what is in your shopping basket? You have to take a look at what is in your basket. You have to take inventory of your life. You have to see the activities that are not working for you. You have to see the places that you are busy but not productive. You have to see the things that you have actually been doing but are not relevant to where you are going on your current journey and where you need to be actually. Right? So take inventory, take a step back and look at everything. Look at everything, every aspect of your life, and be sure that what is in it is what has to stay. And the ones that don't need to go, that don't need to be there, out. The friends that are not supposed to be there, the relationships that are not supposed to be there, everything that is not supposed to be there, take it out. All right, so let me go through your comments and see what I have here. Shoma says, I've learned so much tonight. Thanks so much. Thanks for joining, sis. Screenshot taking. Correct. Remain for me or the content of that cup. You mean this? You mean this? No, I'm not remaining for you. It's for me. No, I'm not stingy. But this one is for me. Shoma says, be careful what you pick. Yeah. Abiodun says, tonight is for me. I couldn't afford to miss something this great. I saw it on your status. I didn't know about it earlier. Thank God I immediately clicked the link. God bless you more. Aww. You didn't know about it. You see why it's good to talk about what you want to do or what you do consistently. Thank you very much for joining. I'm glad you got value from this. Choma is the queen of consistently talking about what you do. I need to come and learn from you, Choma. How do we overcome the pressure of others' success? I get this question a lot. I get it a lot. The truth is, no, exactly. It's exactly what I've been saying. You're on a different path, okay? You are on a different path. You are on a different journey. You're coming from a different place, and you're headed a different place, a different direction. And even if you are headed to the same place, you have different timelines. All right. So what you need to do is just to focus on your journey. You have to focus. Someone said, Olakunle Shario, I think he said that a time is coming when focus will be a very rare value to have, a very rare virtue. Like people will pay money, any amount of money, just to learn how to focus. And I think we're getting to that time. These days, we find it difficult to focus. We are easily distracted. We are quick to look up and look around. Stay on your seed. Keep on watering your seed. Keep on tending to your seed. Remove the weeds that are around it, around your plant, and keep on watering. Your time will come right? And if you are pressured, you have to ask yourself, why am I pressured for this success? Why do I feel pressured because of this person's success? Is it the money? Why? Why? You are not this person, and it's unfair to you and to your journey to start that comparison. It is very, very unfair to you. Focus. I don't know how else to say it. Focus on your journey, right? If you feel like you are lagging behind, or you are not doing as well as you want to, look at what you need to do better. Look at the parts of your life that you need to improve. Look at what you need to do differently, and commit to doing it. Your success will come. Yeah, it might come differently, but your success will come. It might come at a different time, but your success will come. As long as you remain focused and consistently doing the right things, there's no way you will not be successful at what you're doing. Okay, so remain focused. Remain focused. Chama says, secret tip learned. No more ATM cards to the mall. They want to finish my money. I feel you. I feel you. Those guys, they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. Someone said that mall owners that they hire psychologists actually to know how to position products so that customers and shoppers will buy more. They know what they are doing. It's not me. It's not me again. Brother Wilson says the problem most up and coming kings and queens have is the urge to follow everyone. I have been there before, sincerely. It's very draining and energy consuming when you pick what's not necessary. Yes, yes. So I attended the Next Voices conference with Choma Nana in May, and so many people talked there, so many people spoke, so many industry leaders spoke. And it's kind of normal for you to want to follow these people, for you to want to work with them, for you to want to do what they do. But the truth is, everyone is not for you, the same way you're not for everyone. I follow majority of them, but while we were at that conference, I had decided the people, I think about two of them, that I wanted to work with. I was not there to work with everybody. And next month, I will start working with one of them, and I'm excited for that. Now, this person that I want to work with now, in May, it was not necessary that I worked with him. In June, it was not necessary. In July, it was not necessary. This is August. Next month, I will start working with him because it is needed. It's the phase of my life that is needed. That it's a phase of my life where he is needed. I need to pay for that course. I need to pay for that coaching because I need his input now. You can't follow everyone. You can't be inspired by everyone. How do you do it? You'll lose your mind. I don't follow many people on social media. I don't know. When I see thousands and thousands of followers on Instagram, not people following me, like people, when I click on someone's profile or account and I see that they are following thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, like how now? I wonder what your newsfeed, what your timeline will be like, your feed will be like. No, 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 no. You have to be selective about the people or selective with the people you follow because they are kind of the information, also they're part of the information and the influence you're exposing yourself to. If they are not necessary for where you are now, maybe for where you are going in the near future, please don't put them in your basket. Don't bring them in your circle of influence. Okay? It's very important. Abiodi says, I will be more careful. That's good. Clever Tidera is asking, Ma, please, how will you define success in your terms? Ah, Now, success means different things to different people. To me, if I tell you what success means to me, you'll be like, this girl is not serious at all. Success for me is fulfillment. It's being able to have the experiences that I desire to have. Not necessarily having wealth, right? There are certain experiences I want to have. There are certain things I want to be able to do. Maybe like building homes for the homeless, sending the less privileged to school. That is what success looks like for me. Success looks like this for me: helping someone who is depressed to be cheerful or to come out of their depressive state. That is success for me. Success for me means traveling the world with my child. Traveling success for me means sending my child to good schools. Success for me means being present in my son's life. Success for me means being there for the people that I love. You see what I said? It means different things to different people. The way I define success is not the way you would define success. But what brings me fulfillment is different from what will bring you fulfillment. So define success for yourself and stick to it. Stick to it. All right? Brother Wilson says I will be a focus coach. It's funny, but it's going to blow in the nearest future. Like how to be hyper focused. It's going to be big in the future. Abiodi says, drop a like, everyone. Yes, please drop a like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share with your friends. How do I even pronounce S and Z at the same time? Wizan Tech is just joining. Good evening. Thanks for joining. You can watch the replay. We're just taking questions and answers now, okay? Gozil Demba says, people go through phases in life. You can make mistakes, missteps, and learn and be better. Yes. Yes, you can make mistakes. So mistakes are costly actually, but then, I mean, that's life, right? You can make mistakes and learn, but don't be careless with your life. Don't be careless with people that you allow in your life, with what you consume. Don't be careless. I mean, you want to avoid as much mistakes as possible, right? Wisdom Tech, I can't start afresh. The replay will be up for you to watch, okay? Pressure King says, success to me is fulfilling purpose in all ramifications within God's confinement. Now you have to be more specific, okay? That is very ambiguous. Because if I tell you, okay, start pursuing this now, you will not be able to break it down. So you need to be able to break your definition down into clear goals and actionable steps. All right? Yeah. Be specific about what you need. Yes, yes, yes. Now it looks like we're going to be ending this conversation in 1 hour. This would be actually the very few times we will be ending the conversation in 1 hour. So I want to say thank you very much for joining, for being here, for always showing up to honest conversations with Chinaza Favour. I hope you got value today. I really hope you did. And I look forward to your tags, to um, seeing you next week. Next week we might be having a guest. I'm not sure about that yet, but we will be having a guest, hopefully, and we'll be discussing a certain beautiful topic, right? So if you have any topic that you want us to cover on Honest Conversations, please make sure to drop them in the comments or send them to my inbox or to my email, chinazafavor408 at gmail.com, right? If there are topics you want us to discuss and we haven't discussed them already, we've done 21 videos now, 21 conversations. This is the 21st episode. So you have to be sure that the ones that you want us to talk about have not already been talked about. Yeah, and I seek to bring you valuable content every week, right? Thank you very much. It's been an amazing time with you. It's beautiful spending time with you too, Precious Kings. Best in, thank you very much, Ma. I'm glad you learned a lot. So thank you everyone. I'll see you next week, all right? Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're watching the replay, thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you next week. Same time, same station. Bye.